Well, may the good Lord be with you down every road you roam, and may sunshine and happiness follow you when you're far from home. Those are just some of the words that bring us in every Saturday morning at 9:05 here on the Rise and Thrive OSJ Radio Hour. And OSJ stands for the Oklahoma Senior Journal. We've been a part of the Oklahoma market for 25 years now, and I get to come across the radio waves and bring you some stories, which I love being able to do. We do our best in bringing you stories in the Oklahoma Senior Journal, but this way, those people get to jump off the pages and now get to talk to you live. And who I have in the studio today is somebody that is called me up and said, Robin, I want to talk to you about something that is in Oklahoma City that was here at one time, and then it kind of faded out, but now it's back, and it's back with a vengeance, and I'm so glad it is. I was involved with this back when the Park and Recreations Department had it in Oklahoma, and it's called Oklahoma Senior Games. And who I have in the studio today is Kathleen Fitzgerald, and she is the CEO of the Oklahoma Senior Games. She has participated in Oklahoma Senior Games at the local, state, and national levels for 15 years. Now in Oklahoma, 4 years ago, she helped assemble an organization so Oklahoma can be sanctioned to host state senior games, which I'm thrilled about, and I'm so glad to have you in the studio. Good morning, Kathleen.
Good morning, Robin.
Yay. We get to talk about all things senior games, which is so interesting. I know when I was involved in it years and years ago, I think his name was Doug.
Yes.
What is his last name?
Paulson.
Want to say. Okay.
Yes.
Doug Paulson. And we did lots of things together, and I helped host some of the events and met some really interesting people. So I'm so glad that you have gotten behind this, Kathleen, and made this a possibility to come back to Oklahoma with a strong influence. So let's just jump right into the fact. What is the importance of the Oklahoma Senior Games mission?
Well, what we want to do is help people live a healthy lifestyle. And we do this through education, fitness, and sports, and volunteerism. 20 or 30 years ago, seniors were not active. When I think of my great aunt, which would be like a grandmother, when I envision her at my age, actually, I envision her riding in a car, sitting on the porch in a rocking chair. The good thing was she made apple strudel, okay?
Well, you know that was good.
But it was like that era was so different than
right.
it is today.
Just really bipolar opposite.
Like we think of the words elderly, frail, slowing down, over the hill, and those words don't apply to seniors.
Not anymore.
No, we're past that.
That's right. My mom's 83 years old, and you cannot keep up with the woman's calendar. But her mother was different. Her mother was like kind of the rocking porch kind of grandmother.
Right. So in 1985, two men got together.
Okay.
And they said, well, we still love to compete. And competition was available at the local levels. Like you could join in competitions, like let's say you lived in Minneapolis or Oklahoma or San Francisco. There would be competition available for you at the local
level. Okay.
But there was nothing available for the best people to compete against the best people.
Huh.
So they decided that they would put something together, and that's when they started the Senior Games.
And when was this?
That was in 1987.
87.
So it was like 32 years ago.
Right. Okay.
Or 31.
Mm-hmm.
And the first time they had 2,000 competitors.
Good night.
And it was in St. Louis.
Okay.
Then, years passed and years passed. Now the event is the largest multi-sport event for seniors in the United States. We're 10,000 strong.
Wow. Wow, that's fantastic.
So
I love hearing that. That just shows it is a
Right.
different generation now.
And what happens is you can compete at the local level, then you can compete at the state level, and then you can compete at the national level. And that concept is sometimes hard for people to understand because
Right.
they get confused. Well, there's the Yukon Games, but the Yukon Games are local games, and the state games are state games. It's through us where people qualify to go to national.
To national, okay.
And I should give our web address.
Please do.
Okay, it's www.okseniorgames.com.
One more
And
time on that.
www.okseniorgames.com.
Perfect.
And to get in touch with me. Now, I moved here from Florida about 4 years ago, so I've kept my local number. It's 727-776-1877.
And that's 727-776-1877. And we're going to be giving out this number and website throughout the program. We are going to take a quick break, but I'm going to come back with Miss Kathleen Fitzgerald. She is the CEO of the Oklahoma Senior Games, and we have got a lot of information on what is going to be taking place with the Oklahoma Senior Games here in the future, in the near future. This is Robin Gunn. You're listening to us on the Rise and Thrive OSJ Radio Hour here on the Eagle, KZLS 1640 AM. We'll be right back. Thank you.
Hi, this is Charlotte Carey, Administrator with Synergy Home Care. Are you seeing a lot of changes with your seniors? Mom can't keep up with her housework? Dad is forgetting his medicine? Or grandma is falling? The effect of your aging parents can no longer be ignored. Don't worry, Synergy Home Care is here to help. We offer a wide range of services from hourly companion care to round-the-clock compassionate care. We can help Mom with meal preparation, drive Dad to meet his friends, and even help Grandma shower. Call Synergy Home Care now at 405-254-3046 to schedule a free in-home assessment. Our RN will customize a care plan to give you the peace of mind that your parents are getting the care they need. Call Synergy Home Care at 405-254-3046.
The Salvation Army Central Oklahoma is excited to announce its 7th annual Senior Living Fair will be taking place on Friday, April 27th at the War Acres Community Center. This free event has grown over the years with more than 60 exhibitors in attendance. Our senior population and their families have important questions to be addressed, such as where do we find options for living facilities, or how do we protect our loved one financially? The Salvation Army Senior Living Fair is a great way to visit one-on-one with healthcare professionals and service providers. This free event will take place Friday, April 27th at the War Acres Community Center, located at 4301 North Ann Arbor, from 9 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. For more information, call 405-246-1100.
Crossway Medical Clinic is a leader for excellent health care in our community and is known for the way to care. With a physician-designed, Christ-centered environment, we serve patients just as we would our own family. With over 75 combined years of experience, Crossway physicians specialize in pediatrics and ADHD care, family and internal medicine, orthopedics, cardiology, electrophysiology, ear, nose, and throat, OBGYN, and podiatry. Crossway also offers diagnostic imaging, laboratory services, and treatment for allergy and sleep disorders. We have also launched the Lupus Institute North at Crossway. This focused on-site program brings a positive impact to patients and their families who need access to comprehensive medical care. We are conveniently located at 609 West Memorial Road in Oklahoma City. You may also visit our website for more information at crosswaymedical.com. For an appointment, call 405-418-5400 or email info@crosswaymedical.com.
Hello, Oklahoma. I'm thrilled to invite you to join us at the second annual Oklahoma City 50 Plus Better Living Expo from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Wednesday, June 20th at the Oklahoma State Fair Park in the Centennial Building. This is a free event open to the public and no registration is necessary. With over 100 exhibitors, the Oklahoma City 50 Plus Expo includes free health screenings, giveaways, and door prizes every hour with an opportunity to win a grand prize. You owe it to yourself and your loved ones to take advantage of the numerous experts specializing in products and services for the 50 Plus crowd. The Oklahoma City 50 Plus Expo is a great way to learn more about everything that is available to help you enjoy life over 50 in Oklahoma. For general information or vendor information on the Oklahoma City 50 Plus Better Living Expo, call 405-605-2121 or visit rmpshows.com. An event like this only comes once a year, so mark your calendar. June 20th, Oklahoma State Fair Park from 10 to 3. The Oklahoma City 50 Plus Better Living Expo is sponsored by Rogers Market Promotions, the Oklahoma Senior Journal, and Becky Ivins with Movers Real Estate.
So that's how we feel. We feel forever young in our mind's eyeball. And through the Oklahoma Senior Games, which is what we're talking about today, it will keep you forever young. Competition does that. And all of us competed as we grew up throughout our lives. And we shouldn't lose that after we turn the big 50. That's something we need to, we still have a lot to offer competitive wise. And it's so fun to compete. And it also keeps us healthy. Keeps us forever young in our mind. And I'm talking here with Kathleen Fitzgerald. She is the CEO of the Oklahoma Senior Games, which is coming back strong here in Oklahoma, which I am thrilled about. The Oklahoma Senior Journal is one of the sponsors for the Oklahoma Senior Games this year, and I couldn't be more thrilled. Kathleen Fitzgerald gave me a call. We got to go have lunch. And we got to talk about all things Oklahoma Senior Games. So we got to touch a little bit on the history of the Oklahoma Senior Games starting in 1987. And what is the part of the bigger picture of this, Kathleen?
Well, in some states like Florida and North Carolina, there are local games. Like Florida has 22, and that's the background that I came from. I started out in local games.
So there are different little provinces or counties
Right.
would have these
Yeah,
local games, and you would get qualified to go to state.
Right. And in Oklahoma, something like that would look like Yukon would have local games, Woodward would have local games, Broken Arrow, Oklahoma City, Ardmore, Norman.
Gotcha.
And then the athletes would qualify to go to state. Well, since the only Oklahoma games, local games we have are Yukon, we can't say, okay, everybody has to go to Yukon to qualify. So people now can go directly to state competition. But you need to qualify at the state level.
Gotcha.
To go to nationals.
Okay.
Now, for example, when there weren't Oklahoma Senior Games, I went to Arkansas to qualify. I could have gone to Kansas. I could have gone to Texas. I could have gone to Rhode Island. But you have to qualify somewhere to
in
go.
your state
Now
to go national. Gotcha.
The best part is this is all done by age group. So it's broken down 50 to 54, 55 to 59, and so forth up to 90 to 94, 95
Wow, that's so cool.
to 99.
Okay.
Okay, and there are people over 100 who
That are
participate.
qualifying. Wow.
Yes. One of our people from Florida, he was a tennis player. He played tennis singles, and he was like 95. Okay, and he was on television as a result of that.
Sure,
So,
as you would be.
Right.
Yes, fantastic. And that's keeping him young.
Yes,
Staying in shape.
and the women were after him.
Of course they were. That's great. A little tennis stud out there.
Right. So anyway, we have the local games, then we have the state games, and then we have the national. Now, what I'd like to do is talk a little bit about the state games.
Okay,
'cause
please.
that's, sort of our meat and potatoes.
Right, which is coming up in September?
There's September and October.
Okay.
Now, the reason it's important that we talk about it now is because You don't want to just arrive at an athletic competition unprepared, unpracticed. So this is the time that you want to practice. You want to, like when I competed, I had never done a swim meet. And I saw, that was offered. Oh my gosh, how wonderful. So what I did was I found a lady locally at the pool that I went to that would teach me how to do a racing dive, how to do the strokes properly. Now, I knew how to swim, but I had learned how to swim back in the 1950s,
Right.
maybe even the 40s, though I don't look that old.
No, she doesn't.
No.
She's a young whippersnapper, forever
But
young.
The techniques for swimming have changed since that time to make you faster. So I learned the dive, I learned the strokes properly, and I practiced. And I didn't turn in like a stunningly impressive time, but I was there and I did it, and it helped my cardiovascular fitness.
Yeah, and even your confidence level, I would imagine, improves.
So that's, because you know what you're doing.
There you go.
So, but the reason that we're talking about this now is so that people can be prepared. We offer a huge variety of activities.
I was just going to ask that. What are some of those activities?
Well, okay, I'm just going to go through these alphabetically.
Let's just do it.
Okay, archery, badminton, basketball. It's 3-on-3 basketball. Bowling, and it's bowling singles, doubles, and mixed doubles. Golf, croquet, cornhole, cycling. And for cycling, there's a 5 and a 10K time trial, and then a 22K road race. And these are all at Lake Stanley Draper.
Okay.
Beautiful, beautiful
Yes,
location.
it is.
Then we have golf, and it's scratch golf. It isn't handicapped. Horseshoes, pickleball, and pickleball
Is making a comeback.
Yeah, they are our fastest growing sport.
Yes.
We often have to. Well, hopefully this year, because it's going to be at the Oklahoma City Tennis Center, we'll be able to have 200 to 250 participants.
Oh, fantastic.
So hopefully we won't have to cut off registration, but it is our fastest growing sport.
Okay.
Then we have race walk. Race walk it's an Olympic sport, and people that race walk, there's a technique, and they're judged. And the reason that they're judged is that they're not allowed to leave the ground. They have to keep 1 foot on the ground at all
I
times.
see.
And so we actually
Have to watch
judges
that.
and that they watch that. And for the race walk, there's a 5K and a 1,500 meter. The 1,500 meter is 4 times around the track to give you
kind
an
of
idea of how far. And then this year, what they've done is National has added the power walk.
Okay.
All right. Now, the power walk. The only difference is once seniors become seniors, some of them have trouble straightening their leg. And the leg has to be straight as it goes from out in front of you until underneath you.
Okay.
So, and some seniors can't do that. So they've added the power walk. And for the power walk, you only need to keep 2 feet on the ground.
Gotcha.
Interestingly, if you do the power walk properly, you will outpace the race walk. If you do it properly, you will outpace the power walk people. And it has to do, again, like the swimming, with proper technique.
And you can learn that by practicing prior.
Right. And what we're doing is we offer clinics. We're offering them around the state so that people can be trained, so that they can come and participate in our event.
Well, that is wonderful that they're being able to do that. And that would be something you would definitely need to take a part of, and we will give out this information so people can do that.
Maybe I should give the contact information.
Okay,
again.
Sure. Give that.
Okay. Our website is www.okseniorgames.com.
OKSeniorgames.com, all like it's one word.
Okay, and then my telephone number, and you're welcome to text or call me. It's 727-776-1877.
Okay, 727-776-1877. That'll get you directly to Kathleen Fitzgerald. And we have a few more.
Yeah. Okay, then we have racquetball.
Yes, fun game.
And then shuffleboard.
I love shuffleboard.
Softball, the softball and the basketball are both team sports.
Okay.
So the basketball, you need to have it's 3-on-3.
All right.
And the softball, it's softball. It is
Right. You got to have a whole team.
Yeah, you need a team to play.
We've got also swimming and table tennis. We got to take a quick break. We will come back a little bit more with these competitions because I, for one, don't know what a cornhole is.
Okay,
so you're going to tell
I
me
will
what that
be
is.
Very glad to share that because people love that.
Cornhole. Okay. All right. I'm sure plenty of you out there are going, I know what that is, Robin. Well, we'll be right back with all things Oklahoma Senior Games. It's our 2018 Oklahoma Senior Games. I'm so thrilled to have Kathleen Fitzgerald, the CEO of the Oklahoma Senior Games, here in the studio this morning talking all about these wonderful competitions. So we'll be right back after this break. You're listening to Robin Gunn on the Rise and Thrive OSJ Radio Hour, which stands for the Oklahoma Senior Journal, here on the Eagle, 1640 AM KZLS. We'll be right back. Well, we have that perfect song playing us back in with Forever Young because just talking about senior games is making me feel forever young. I was a huge track person when I was in high school and college. So this is bringing back all kinds of memories. But now we are in Oklahoma doing the Oklahoma Senior Games. So you're 50 plus, and even if you're 90 plus, you can be involved with the Oklahoma Senior Games. And we're telling you all the competitions that you can get involved in now and how much Senior Games will provide practice areas for you up until September and October when these games will be taking place this year. So I've been talking with Kathleen Fitzgerald. She's the CEO of the Oklahoma Senior Games, and she has a passion for this. It is just all over her and all in her tone and what we've been talking about. So before we left, this person here, Robin Gunn, did not know what a cornhole is or cornholing. So I wanted you to explain that to me. And then we have some other competitions we haven't even mentioned yet. So what is cornhole?
Well, cornhole it's a similar game to horseshoes or washer pitch. There's a board and it has a hole in it, and you throw like bean bags into it.
Oh, I do know what this is.
Right?
Okay.
And the reason that we have that and washer pitch in our games, those two games are recreational games, and they do not lead on to national competition.
Okay.
But part of our mission is social, to get people together so that they interact, they encourage each other, they compete and against each other. But interestingly, when you're young, it's like dog eat dog.
It's so true.
But when you get older, like it's a friendly competition. You're supportive of your opponent. You've realized that the better your opponent is, the more it pushes you to be better. And so it isn't against your opponent.
Right. You're not elbowing everybody out of the way. You're actually welcoming everyone to come along.
You're supporting them. And so that's part of the senior games.
And that's great. So the cornhole is just a friendly competition locally. That's wonderful.
And it's offered the same day that the horseshoes is and the
I love playing
washer
horseshoes.
pitch. So once you sign up for one, you're there. you socialize and you do all three.
Yeah, you're making friends.
All three for the price of one.
One.
Okay.
Good.
And since we're talking about that, okay, to compete in the senior games, we do have to charge an entry fee.
Sure. We got to pay for this thing.
Right. And our entry fee, early bird, is $50.
All right.
If you wait, and that goes through August 1st. So you have
From up
time.
until then.
You can save your money and you can enter then. Now, after August 1st, until 2 weeks prior to whatever your first event is, then it's $60.
Okay.
And the reason we do that is it helps us plan.
Gotcha.
It allows us to know about what volume and, so that we have the volunteers we need in place so that our games go smoothly.
Well, and once you pay the $50, does that get you in one competition or many competitions?
Okay, you can do 6 events. So let's say you did the cornhole.
Okay.
So it would be the washer pitch, the cornhole, and the horseshoes. Let's say you did all 3 of those.
Okay.
But let's say that you were also into swimming. All right. If you were into swimming, then that would enable you to do the 50 free, or the 50 free, the 50 breast, and let's say the 100 backstroke. Okay, so then you've used
6
up
competitions.
yeah,
Wow, that's
you've
less than $10 a competition.
You've used up your money then. But we have offers after that for $5 per event. You can do as many as you can fit into your schedule.
So if you're a triathloner,
Well, we actually have triathlon,
wow.
and that is one event.
Okay.
So
you're
you get 3 for the price of one
if you do that. That's great. Well, there's a few more competitions. I think we stopped off at the softball.
Right.
Then we were getting into swimming.
Okay, swimming, well, like I mentioned, we have, there are, I think, 12 different events. I mean, you have the medley relay, the individual medley. But then we do have a medley relay, and that, again, is not a qualifying event. You sign up for that on deck when you come to the meet.
Oh, okay.
Okay. But we have all 4 of the stroke styles, 50, 100, and then there's the 200 it's yards at this, and that is at the University of Oklahoma pool.
Oh, okay.
And we have the Sooner Swim Club. They are our support for that event. And what we do is if we were to run each event after the other event, our seniors would be exhausted.
Right.
So we need to take a break. And during that break, the Sooner Swim Club, the young people, they show off their wares.
Neat.
So we see them do the 50 free, the 50 backstroke, the 50 butterfly, and so forth.
So you have thought of so many things that is making this competition pliable for seniors.
Right. And what it does is it enables the seniors to pick up the energy from the youth.
And how fun to watch it.
And then, but also it implants in the youth and their parents the idea that once you hit 50, life is not over.
That's right.
You still have your whole life ahead of you.
You sure do. You could have another 50 years out there.
So the swimming is a really cool event.
It is.
Then the table tennis is put on by the Oklahoma City Table Tennis Club.
Okay.
And they just have a new location that is at MacArthur and 50th Northwest. They have 10 table tennis tables. That it's a beautiful facility.
Okay.
And they're a very active club, so they host it.
Okay. And then you can go there to practice.
Yes. You
Okay,
can go there to
great.
practice. And that event's sponsored by Joe Cooper Ford.
Okay, Joe Cooper.
Yes. And he plays table tennis
He
too.
does. I figured
And he's going to be in our event.
Oh, good,
Well,
Joe
I don't know. He
Cooper.
hasn't signed up yet, but registration just opened.
You're going to encourage.
Right.
So table tennis, and
then we have tennis.
tennis. Okay.
Tennis is up in Tulsa, and Frank Ward runs that. And that brings up another really good point. Each of on our website, there is a director with director contact information. So let's say that you wanted to sign up for badminton. Okay, you can go to our website, and Sean's contact information, his email and his telephone number is there. You can call him up and you can say, Sean, I want to play badminton. I played before, or I didn't play before.
And I want to learn it.
I want to learn. Where can I go to practice? And he knows what's happening in the state, and he can
Where he
guide
can
you.
send you.
And we have a person like that on our website connected with each sport.
Perfect.
Okay, then
track
we
and
go
field.
to track and field. All right, track and field, it is our competition that needs a site, and the teacher's walkout has impeded our progress for
Okay.
determining exactly where.
But that's coming.
But
Stay
we
tuned.
know when, which
Okay,
is
October
October
13th.
13th.
Okay.
And it will be in the greater Oklahoma City
area. All right.
Then,
tuned.
we have our celebration of athletes,
Hmm.
and it's going to be at the Quail Creek Country Club.
Well, how nice.
And it's our social event where we thank our sponsors for sponsoring.
That'd be
and,
me.
And then we're going to have a band, so we get to do dancing.
Good.
And it's just, and of course, eating. And we have a very healthy menu
Good.
that's senior friendly. So that's November 3rd.
Okay.
And that comes free with
your
signing up.
Oh,
so
wonderful.
When you sign up to play the sports, then you automatically have an invitation to the dinner.
To the dinner at the Quail Creek Golf and Country Club.
Right.
Okay, we're going to have to take another quick break. This is so wonderful. This is extremely well thought out, been extremely well put together. Kathleen Fitzgerald, the CEO of the Oklahoma Senior Games. I am so glad this is happening in our city for our 50 plus to keep us active and involved in competition. We're going to come back with another 8 minutes, and we're going to talk about all things Oklahoma Senior Games, because you're going to want to get involved with this year. This is Robin Gunn. You're listening to us on the Rise and Thrive OSJ Radio Hour, which stands for the Oklahoma Senior Journal, here on the Eagle, 1640 AM KZLS. We'll be right back with all things Oklahoma Senior Games. Well, hello there. This is Robin Gunn, the publisher and editor of the Oklahoma Senior Journal magazine, and now on-air host with KZLS 1640, The Eagle, coming to you every Saturday morning at 9 a.m. We're so proud to be able to bring you these programs, but there's something else we're very proud about. A year ago, we added an app. So the Oklahoma Senior Journal now has an app you can put right on your smartphone, and let me tell you how to do that, because it's easy. All you need to do is pull up your phone exactly like you're going to send a text. And in that to line, where you would normally put someone's name or phone number, you put these numbers, 95577. That's 95577. And it'll automatically separate and put a dash in there, and that's okay. And then down in the message part of your text, type this, all like it's one word, 50PLUS. 50PLUS, 50 plus. Then hit the send button, and you'll automatically get a link that will allow you to download the Oklahoma Senior Journal right on your phone. Now, how great is that? You'll be able to listen to all these radio shows. We have a find your car, like if you park your car in a location, it'll put a pin in it, it'll walk you back to your car. All of the Oklahoma Senior Journal issues are on there, videos, and a myriad of other 15 options that are available on the app. So please download the Oklahoma Senior Journal app today.
Hi, this is Maggie Darcy. I'm the Education Director for the Central Ojai Center of Healthy Aging on the OU Health Science Center campus. I'm here today to tell you a little bit about Ojai, the Oklahoma Healthy Aging Initiative. We offer health and wellness programs for seniors, caregivers, and healthcare professionals. Our informative workshops are available to assist Oklahomans manage their health as they age. With a variety of classes offered and resources online, we are improving the health of Oklahomans statewide. We serve all 77 counties in our state. If you'd like more information about our classes or a class schedule in your community, please contact us by calling our toll-free number at 855-227-5928 or going to our webpage at www.ohai.org.
Hi, my name is Meredith Schaefer. Due to the epidemic of addiction, I almost lost my husband George on September 28th, 2013. Because of our own struggle, we want to help others in addiction get on the road to recovery through our nonprofit STORM, which stands for Strategic Treatment Options and Recovery Ministries.
This is Sergeant First Class George Schaefer, retired United States Army, and I'm grateful to be here. If you or someone you love is struggling with addiction, you don't have to do this alone. We're here to help you figure out your next best step towards recovery. Give us a call at 405-514-0701 or reach out on our website, www.storminc.org. That's www.storminc.org.
We'll help you figure out what treatment options are available for you and resource your family or loved ones at no cost. We want to help you take that next best step into recovery.
Please reach out to Storm and let us help. Our number is 405-514-0701, or you can reach out to us on our website at www.storminc.org. Help us eradicate the epidemic of addiction.
If you are a loved one or living with heart failure, diabetes, COPD, or other illness, and it's hard for you to leave home for health services, call Sooner Home Health. Our nurses and therapists can bring the care to you. We'll work with your doctor to help you get healthier and stronger in the comfort of your own home. Sooner's healthcare team can teach you about medications, reduce your risk of falling, monitor your vital signs, and help you continue to live independently. And there is no out-of-pocket cost if you have Original Medicare. Please call Sooner Home Health toll-free at 866-676-1589 or learn more on our website at SoonerHS.com. That's 866-676-1589 or SoonerHS.com.
Coming back in here with you on the Rise and Thrive OSJ Radio Hour. I'm talking to Kathleen Fitzgerald this morning. She is the CEO of the Oklahoma Senior Games, and boy, do we have a lineup this year. That's all we've been talking about is the great competitions we have, and there is a plethora of them. You wanted to mention something about the Power Walks and who is sponsoring that this year.
Yes, we have Spanish Cove Retirement Community that is sponsoring our track and field and our race and power walks.
Okay.
Their activity director and health and fitness director has been very supportive in working with her residents. Now, for race walk, there are the two distances, and most of the seniors do the shorter distance. Mm-hmm. But the 5K, which is about 2.5 miles, that's going to be at Lake Stanley Draper in conjunction with our cycling.
Okay.
So that's
the Power Walk that
Right.
Spanish Cove is
Right.
sponsoring. And then you wanted to mention something about,
our sprint relays.
okay, what are those?
Okay, when you have a team, one of the things that makes you feel like a team is you're out. You want to be the Oklahoma Sooners or the Oklahoma Cowboys.
Yes, that's
whatever,
right.
Okay, and you want your uniform to reflect that. Mm-hmm. So if we go to a sponsor and we say, okay, we want to outfit 100 or 200 seniors going to nationals with their outfits, they're going to say, well, we don't think we can afford that, but we can raise our own money. And that's what we are going to do with the introduction of the sprint relay. Everybody
You're a
has
little bit
heard of
excited.
Everybody's heard of 5Ks and 10Ks. Those are distances. Mm-hmm. But the sprint relays, they are a team event. And what we've done is we've made it even better because it's age and gender graded. So that means there's equal competition no matter which 4 people you have on your team. They can be any age from 5 to 95, and they can be either male or female, boy or girl. We grade it so that the competition is equal. For example, let's say on your team you have a 50-year-old. That 50-year-old, they have a 10% advantage contributed to the team when they run. Let's say that you have a 9-year-old. That 9-year-old gives you a 20% advantage.
Okay.
Anybody, any age can compete.
Okay.
From like 5 years old to 95.
That's neat.
Right.
So you can bring your grandkids,
right,
great-grandkids.
Right. So you're a team. And you can have,
Love it.
Let's say you have a 29-year-old, okay, their time is their time. It's 100%.
Okay.
But like a 75-year-old would have a 25% advantage. So you can put up a team, and in this case, if you joined all of those people together, their whatever time they ran would have like a 15% advantage over what they actually ran.
Gotcha.
Okay, so just because you win the race doesn't mean you're going to win
the
race.
I gotcha.
Okay?
So that's all done
Right.
by percentages.
It's done.
And then your team
handicapping.
could even be related to each other or not related to each other.
Right. You could have neighbors,
Gotcha.
co-workers, any
Church people, yeah.
church friends, and we have a competitive division. So if there are high school teams that want to join, they, and they're competitive, they can join.
That's great. All right. Here's something I want to make sure we hit on is let's give out the website real quick.
OKSeniorgames.com. And my phone number, 727-776-1877.
Okay. OKSeniorgames.com. All like it's one word. OKSeniorgames.com. And then Kathleen's direct phone number is 727-776-1877. I know you're going to have so many questions for her. This is a very in-depth competition and layout that they have been putting together, I'm sure, well over a year.
Yes.
All of these lists of competitions that Kathleen gave earlier all have ways to practice here in Oklahoma City or Tulsa or Norman before you go to competition. And something I wanted to ask you, Kathleen, are you still taking sponsors to help sponsor these events?
Yes, we for sure are. We have a sponsorship person, and if anybody is interested or knows of somebody who is, they can contact me, and I will put them in touch with our sponsor person.
Okay. Because you get a lot out of this, not only if you are a business sponsor, your name will be out there in lots of different ways. You'll be all on the signage. You'll get to be at the competitions. You'll get to hand out things, but they can go over all that a sponsorship involves. I'm a sponsor. The Oklahoma Senior Journal is a sponsor, and I'm proud to be a sponsor of this. We are definitely helping them get the word out through the media, in our print, radio, and then all of our social media. We also have them on our app. The Oklahoma Senior Journal has an app, and everybody needs to be downloading that app. On this show, there's a commercial that always tells you how to download the Oklahoma Senior Journal app. I know we had talked about on break that you might have a human interest story. Is there one that just sticks out in your mind?
Oh, there was one lady who was interviewed, and
Okay.
she had decided she was going to compete until she was 90 years old. And then she reached 90.
Yeah.
And she said, I think I'm going to compete as long as I can run.
Wow.
So
how old is she now?
she's, I think, 92.
92, and she's still running.
Right.
That is so
And then
great.
we also have a group or a team, a women's basketball team.
Mm-hmm.
They're a group of cancer survivors.
Wow.
And they decided they did not want to allow cancer to define what they were capable of doing. They wanted to keep,
Good for
going.
them. And competition and healthy competition and camaraderie and supporting each other is what keeps you young in your mind, and also not just sitting on the front porch rocking your years away.
And then last year I had a call from a gentleman in Colorado, and we do accept like Texans, people from Kansas, anywhere they can come. We actually had somebody come from Ohio last year
Okay.
to compete. But this gentleman called, and he rides the bicycle with his hands.
Okay.
And he said, "Do you have this in your games?" And I said, "Well, no, not this year." But then I thought about it, and I said, we have non-ambulatory bowling. We have non-ambulatory shuffleboard, non-ambulatory horseshoes. So I said, well, why can't we do this with cycling? So all we had to do literally was change the software so that they could compete in different categories.
That's good.
So that they didn't have to compete against.
See, you can just make a phone call and possibly get what you do involved in the senior games. We have to take a quick break, but we're going to come back. This is Robin Gunn. You're listening to us on the Rise and Thrive OSJ Radio Hour, which stands for the Oklahoma Senior Journal. We're going to come back and talk to Miss Kathleen Fitzgerald on Oklahoma Senior Games and all the call to actions, way to get a hold of her so you can be involved here on KZLS 1640 AM, The Eagle. Didn't you love what Rod Stewart just said there? Win or lose. But we are winning today, talking all about the Oklahoma Senior Games that will be here in September this year, September, October, and it winds up and with a big fun shindig at Quail Creek Golf and Country Club on November the 4th. So, Kathleen Fitzgerald is the CEO of the Oklahoma Senior Games. She wanted to touch on something before we give out our call to action.
Yes, I wanted to talk a little bit more about the sprint relays. We have the 4x100 sprint relays. Then we have the medley relay, which is 2 people running the 100, 1 running the 200, and then 1 running the 400. Then the last event is an estimated time relay. So you can estimate how long your group would take to run once around the track, and then whoever comes closest to their time is the winner. And you can have up to 8 people on your team, so you can select for the different events who you want to have participate.
And those are all age groups.
Right.
You can
This
go
is
from
all
kids
age
to
group.
100 years
Right.
old.
And then the last information that I want to hand out is that we're hoping to use social media. We'd like the teams to take videos of how they're preparing, what they think their advantage is going to be, how they've motivated people to be part of their team that really didn't want to, and then to put that on Facebook and then have it go viral.
Yes.
And then everybody in the world will hear about our sprint relays, which are going to be either June 9th or 16th.
Okay.
So they're going to be pretty soon.
Okay. So all of this is on the website. We have about a minute left. And so we're going to give out the Oklahoma Senior Games website. What is that website? This will help you find all the information we've been talking about.
It's www.OKSeniorgames.com. And my telephone number is 727-776-1877.
Okay, so we are going to go to OKSeniorgames.com for the website. And then Kathleen's phone number is 727-776-1877. And we've had another fantastic, great show here on the Rise and Thrive OSJ Radio Hour. And we'll see you next week on the Eagle, KZLS 1640 AM. Thank you.